Take two. Geezer here, along with old Molly. There she is. Say hi, Molly. No? Huh. Alright. Anyhow, the weather's beginning to break, and we're getting ready to go. Yes, we are. It's a little tough right now because, you know, with this virus thing flying around, a lot of places aren't open. A lot of people don't want to be in contact, and I'm kind of one of them. I don't know how to feel about this virus thing, but I don't want to just deliberately stick my head in the lion's mouth just to see if he'll bite me. I want to talk a little bit about what this trip's going to entail, and besides the tour of Iowa, which is what we're going to start off with, and of course, as I mentioned in a previous video, you know, when I talked about this trip to begin with, well, if you haven't seen that video, if you just take a I'm all backwards. Right up here, there'll be a link for that video. If you want to go watch that and get up to speed for this one, that'd be fine. But we're going to be starting off with a tour of Iowa. We're going to be going to some of Iowa's most haunted spots, do a little ghost hunting. Yes, indeed. I've got a little bit of equipment to do that with, and a little bit of knowledge as to what to look for and how to do that. I just think it'd be interesting. Another thing that we're going to be doing in Iowa is the waterfalls. You know, when you think Iowa, you don't think waterfalls, and I think it'd be interesting to go see some of them. I have now added Bigfoot hunting. That's right. We're going to see if we can get a picture or a film of a Bigfoot. Go looking for him and see if we can find one. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of a UFO somewhere. Again, it's just a legend of the times, but I think that'd be pretty cool. And of course, in addition, I had mentioned that we're going to be doing some cast iron cooking. I've got a nice little collection of cast iron that I want to take with and do a lot of cast iron cooking. This time I'm taking a metal detector with me because I think if there's nothing else going on, nothing else to do while we're on the shores of the Great Lakes, I think that'd be a great spot to just do a little shore hunting and see what we might find. There's an awful lot of maritime wrecks, and you just never know what might have washed up on shore somewhere. It'd just be kind of cool to find an artifact or two. And I did want to go over the likelihood of spotting any of these legends, and I got them written down over here, so you know I'll have to look. In all of the states, which are Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. Those are the states that we'll be in. All of them have a great likelihood of detecting a spirit. And I found these haunted spots in all of the states we're going to be in. So I think that'd be pretty cool. One in particular I wanted to tell you because this is pretty cool. One of the places that we're going to be on Lake Superior, we're going to be 15 miles from the graveyard of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's right. If we can get on the shore, if we can get 150 feet in the air off of sea level, you know, because we have to account for the curvature of the earth. If we can get 150 or more feet in the air, we'll actually be able to see the water spot right on top of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I think that'd be awesome. So we're going to see if we can pull that off. The other one is Bigfoot, and Iowa is not big time for Bigfoot. There's out of a scale of 1 to 5, actually 0 to 5, I put Iowa at a 2. There's just not been a lot of sightings, so I don't necessarily expect to find one there. We'll look, but I doubt it. Wisconsin's not too far off that. It comes in at a 3. I know these are my assignments, but looks like a 3, and that'd only be in the northern part. So, you know, maybe not. But when we get into Michigan, it comes up to a 4. That's the western half, though, and which would be the Lake Michigan side. And I would rather be kind of over closer to Lake Huron. However, I do not want to go through Lansing or Detroit or Flint or any of the major cities in Michigan, and I'm not going to get into why. I just don't. So we might just cut over to Lake Michigan at some point, and maybe we'll be able to spot a Bigfoot there. Then we get into Indiana, and it's just like Iowa. Bigfoot doesn't like to go there either, so it's a 2. Then Ohio. Ohio is our big likely spot. Believe it or not, I was surprised to find that out, but Ohio is just thick with Bigfoot sightings. So that's our most likely area to run into one, which I think would be pretty cool. Pennsylvania, we're right back to a 2. And there's just not much, at least not where we're going to be. And then New York comes in with a 1. I don't know why. I had a smart ass reason for it, but I'm not going to go there. It's just not. I mean, Alexandria's had enough. Anyway, moving on to UFOs. Iowa. Again, not many sightings for UFOs in Iowa. It's a 2. Wisconsin, it's a 3, but that's the southeastern quarter of Wisconsin, and I don't know whether we'll be there or not. I kind of thought about going diagonal across Wisconsin. If so, we'll miss all the good spots for UFOs. But we'll see. Michigan, again, is the same deal. It's a 3, but it's in the southeast. Then Indiana. And Indiana, again, is like Iowa. It's a 2. Not much for UFO sightings. And Ohio only comes in at a 3. Not a lot of UFOs in Ohio either. And Pennsylvania and New York come in at 2s. So to summarize that, we stand a real good chance of detecting a spirit, a fair chance of getting a picture or a video of Bigfoot, and mediocre chance of spotting and filming a UFO. But I think that'd be fun. You add that to cast iron cooking and the treasure hunting. Well, did you have something to say, Molly? What? Are you done now? Okay. And in addition to, what I planned out that way with those activities, I wanted to show you. My kids got me this as a gift, and this is awesome. It's the National Geographic. Let me get my fingers where I won't be in your way. 50 states, 5,000 ideas. This is a whole book of where to go and what to do when you're in the different states. And this thing is cool. So in the meantime, in between time, we got all our idle time covered too. This is awesome. We're going to just see some places that's in there just for the sake of seeing them. They don't have anything to do with the itinerary. They're just cool. Oh yeah, because of the new itinerary, I had named this trip the Road Trip 2020, and that has been changed now with the new itinerary and the new plans and the new schedules and what have you. I'm changing the name on this trip to Lakes and Legends, because we're doing the Great Lakes and we're going to investigate some legends. I think that's probably an appropriate name. So from now on, when you hear me talk about lakes and legends, you'll know I'm talking about this trip. One more thing I did want to mention. I've been telling you for a long time I was going to get some cards made up. Well, here they are. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but I got some, and it came out pretty decent. So, if you'd like to have a couple of them, just send me an email. Down below, down here in the description area, there's I tell you what the email address is for GeezerAtTheWheel. Just pop off an email. Make sure to get me the information I need, like, your address. I think that's it for this time. Next video will be coming up pretty soon, and I'm going to go through the equipment that I've gathered and what it's for, and what we'll be taking along. And I think that might be kind of interesting. It's not going to be just for photographic equipment. There's some other stuff that I've picked up, and just try to make a better video, and well, just because I wanted to. Anyhow, until next time, from Molly, from me, and from all the rest of the Geezer gang, happy trails.